Enterprise sales involves complex decision-making processes where multiple stakeholders must align before a deal closes. The journey from initial interest to signed contract typically navigates through a buying group. Individuals with diverse roles, goals, and interests all working toward a purchase decision. Getting stakeholders aligned represents one of the biggest hurdles, as lack of consensus can significantly delay or derail the process. When approaching stakeholder conversations, experienced sales professionals recommend framing it naturally. In our experience working with companies your size, these initiatives typically require involvement from the XX team, a functional head, and an executive sponsor. Does that align with your decision-making process? This opens the door to broader stakeholder engagement without undermining current relationships. Gartner's research highlights several critical barriers in B2B buying processes. Key obstacles include conflicting priorities among buying group members, with finance often focusing on costs while end users prioritize features. Outside interference from non-buying group members and bottlenecks created by senior stakeholders also commonly impede progress. These challenges explain why focusing solely on individual sales pitches often proves ineffective. The data makes a compelling case for consensus building. According to Gartner, buying groups with high consensus are 2.3 times more likely to close high-quality deals. High consensus groups have a 75% chance of achieving premium purchases that meet expectations, compared to just 30% for low consensus groups. A high-quality deal involves purchasing intended capabilities without downgrades, committing to desired volumes, meeting initial objectives, and avoiding buyer's remorse. Research shows that emphasizing buying group-level relevance can increase consensus by 20%, while focusing on organizational-level relevance can boost it by 18%. This doesn't mean abandoning personalization entirely, but rather balancing individual needs with collective objectives. Surprisingly, focusing too heavily on individual relevance can actually hinder group consensus. Consider this scenario. When facing conflicting goals between finance and operations teams, an effective approach acknowledges both perspectives. I understand your focus on budget, and that's critical. You've highlighted the importance of advanced analytics for operations. Many clients find that while the premium version's initial investment is higher, the increased efficiency leads to significant cost savings. Shall we walk through an ROI calculation that considers both aspects? When dealing with external influencers who weren't part of the initial evaluation, it's crucial to empower internal champions. A successful approach might be, you and your team have spent considerable time evaluating our solution. Would it be helpful for you to walk through the key evaluation criteria and how our solution aligns with the team's requirements? For identifying decision makers when clients are hesitant to share names, several proven strategies exist. Observe participation patterns in meetings and communications. Pay attention to email chains and meeting invites. Look for individuals whose opinions carry weight. Identify mobilizers. Well-connected individuals who can drive consensus even if they're not decision makers themselves. Open-ended questions about the evaluation process can reveal key stakeholders. Our most successful engagements typically span across different teams. Who else in your organization will be involved in evaluating this solution so we can plan accordingly? Or who will be the primary users of this solution? The key to successful enterprise sales lies in shifting focus from individual needs to fostering group consensus. This approach requires understanding the complex dynamics of buying groups, actively working to align diverse stakeholders, and maintaining a balanced perspective that considers both individual and collective needs. High-quality deals aren't just about closing sales. They're about ensuring the solution meets customer expectations, avoids purchase regret, and establishes long-term, mutually beneficial relationships. Success in B2B sales increasingly depends on the ability to guide buying groups toward unified decisions while addressing both individual concerns and organizational objectives. By focusing on building consensus and understanding the broader organizational context, sales professionals can significantly improve their chances of closing successful deals that benefit both parties.